Software developers are often passionate about the platforms they code for, but Salesforce seems to have a unique relationship with the people who build apps for the company's ever-growing list of platforms. And at the company's 2019 developer conference, TrailheaDX, I had a chance to speak with Sarah Franklin, EVP and GM of Trailhead and Developer Relations, about how the company has built such a loyal following.
We're living in an incredible world today where there's a lot of technology, there's a lot of innovation, and that's why Salesforce developers are very unique because they are the people that can marry all of this together. And they take a beginner's mind, they look at problems and they think, okay, how can I solve this? What can I do? And so that real problem solving mentality, that that person's like, I think we can do this better, that is what's very unique. And on our platform, yes, you can build with clicks, you can build with code, it has the whole spectrum so you can all work together. And it's really magical what happens when you give people, our Salesforce developers, we call them our trailblazers because they really are, they're pioneers, they're innovators, they're people that are thinking differently about how they can solve the problems that we have today, whether it's as big as thinking about global warming, or with how we do reusable energy, or how we do process automation, mobile app development, all of that. What makes Salesforce so unique in our relationship with the community is that we don't put people into boxes. You're not like a developer that doesn't talk to an administrator, that doesn't talk to an executive. We're here together, and everybody is here together, and we work best when we learn from each other. And so a developer may want to build something with clicks or build something with code. An administrator may need to knock on the door of the developer and be like, hey, can you build this component for me? And we build this ecosystem where everybody is able to work together on the platform. It's not siloed. And that's very unique and that's very differentiating about our platform.
One of the ways Salesforce works to attract developers and admins is through its online training platform called Trailhead. I asked Sarah about what makes their platform stand out and the gamification they built into it.
The secret sauce of Trailhead, with being fun, is that it's all about empowerment. It's not just gamified to be gamified. We have gamification for your own personal pursuit of, career awesomeness or learning or whatever. So it's just that level of encouragement and friendly competition, just as if you wanted to run your first 10K or lose 10 pounds or travel to a destination, say you want to go to Europe. You tell people hey, I want to accomplish this thing. It's a very positive way to think about what you're doing. And then somebody else might want to say well, I want to do that too. And so you're just incentivized along the way. And so it's positive incentives with fun support and a little bit of confetti and flair with the badges and points. And it really does make it fun. And so it's gamification in a way that it's very positive. And I think it's because it's all about empowering people and it has a very strong outcome. It's outcome-based, And that's why I think that it really has worked.
In 2017, Salesforce went a step further with worker training and launched My Trailhead, a platform on which companies could build their own internal training programs. Salesforce rolled it out globally this past March, and I asked Sarah what insights the company had learned from how customers had been using My Trailhead since its launch.
My Trailhead has been an incredible innovation where we have taken the Trailhead platform and made it easy for our customers to create their own content, their own custom branding and content for their learning. And what I've learned and what we've seen we had customers from every industry using My Trailhead platform. And what's been incredible is that they're building communities with it. They're building this culture of learning, whether it's within their employees or within their partners. And it's companies of every size, big companies, small companies. And it's very interesting to see how the impact has been on things that really matter to us, like people being more happy, people being less stressed. Those are very real things that we care about. And then that indirectly makes companies more productive, better work product, all those things. But it's that level of caring, which is so incredible, that companies that are implementing My Trailhead they're able to do that with the platform.
Beyond just a culture of learning, Sarah emphasized the importance of creating an overall positive corporate culture for attracting top tech talent.
In today's world, it is absolutely imperative that companies care about their employees and that they build culture, because employees they demand that their leadership have strong values. At Salesforce, our number one value is trust, and being true to that value, and know that we will stand up, whether it's standing up for our community, and whether it's standing up for human rights or equal pay or the environment. It's absolutely something that every one of us, that as a person now, we show up to work and there's a blurred line between your personal life and your professional life. And so when you come, it's something we really have. We call our ohana, our family, which is our employees and all of our customers and partners and everybody. And it's really that personal connection that you need to cultivate at work. You need to have culture. Culture has never been more important, especially in today's world where technology is advancing, AI is advancing, and we need to really look and make sure that we're doing things in ethical, humane ways that your employees, relate to. It's never been more important than it is today.
Another issue that Salesforce and other tech companies are grappling with is closing the inequality gap in tech hiring. I asked Sarah what Salesforce is doing to increase diversity in hiring and what else needs to happen both at the corporate level and within our education systems.
It's a great question on how we can really solve this equality gap that we have in technology. And there's a lot that we can do, whether you're employers or just as an individual person. Employers, there's a lot that you can do to simply give people from alternative backgrounds a chance. There's different hiring requirements that we can look at and say, maybe somebody doesn't always need a 4-year degree to be qualified for a skilled labor position. You can also invest in programs, invest in learning, invest in skilling up, and those type of things. Another thing that we can do is really take a good gut check of yourself on if you have any unconscious bias in anything that you do. Because people ultimately don't believe they can be something unless they can see it. And so whether it's the way you describe the jobs, whether it's the way the photos that you put up around your company, or just simply the way that you go out there and be a role model. As a woman in technology and the mother of 2 daughters, I want to be a role model for the future. And we can look at our media as well. You look at shows that make certain careers like being a lawyer or a doctor seem very, appealing. All of our shows that, around developers and technologies are, guys in hoodies that stay up late at night and play video games. We can do a lot by simply helping women, especially women and all underrepresented minorities, showcase incredible people that come from diverse and underrepresented backgrounds, show them doing incredible things in technology. And that's what we're doing here at Salesforce and Trailhead. That's what we're doing. You see women, African Americans, Hispanics, veterans, mothers, people with different levels of abilities, people from all walks of life being celebrated for their accomplishments. And by doing that, then somebody that you don't even know can be what they can see. I had the best job in the world because people come and they say, Sarah, I was just at your event 6 months ago. I had no idea what this thing was, and now I have an incredible career, all because you told me that I could do it, and I didn't know I could. So to summarize, a lot of it is, checking ourselves, making sure we have great practices, and then also just looking around and being hey, you can do this too. And that's a very simple thing that each and every one of us can do.